In trading, a split-second decision can be everything. It can be the difference between a great trade and a missed opportunity. So what if you had an indicator that was built for one thing, and one thing only, a speed advantage?
I mean, have you ever been there? You spot the perfect trade setup, you're ready to jump in, but you're waiting for your indicator to confirm it. And by the time it does, the big move has already happened. It's one of the most frustrating feelings in trading, and honestly, it can be pretty costly.
Well, the culprit is almost always something called indicator lag. You see, because most indicators are built using past price data, they are, by their very nature, looking backward. It's kind of like trying to drive a car forward while only looking in the rearview mirror. You can see where you've been, but you're going to be late reacting to what's happening right in front of you. And this lag, it isn't just a small annoyance. It's a really fundamental problem. It can cause you to get into trades late, get out of them even later, and just chip away at your potential profits. So let's quickly break down why this happens.
Okay, so for the longest time, traders have relied on moving averages to see the real trend behind all the noise. The most basic one is the simple moving average, the SMA. It's slow, it's steady. Then came the exponential moving average, or EMA, which was a huge step up. By putting more weight on the most recent prices, it got a lot more responsive. But even with the EMA, that pesky delay, that lag, it was still there.
And that really gets to the heart of the matter. This quote on the screen says it all. The more reactive your tool is, the more lead time you have to actually make a decision. The faster an indicator can signal a change, the more time you have to act on it. And this has fueled this constant search for a smoother, faster, more responsive indicator.
So, what's the solution? Well, back in 1994, a new indicator was introduced specifically to take on this lag problem head-on. And it's called the Double Exponential Moving Average, or DEMA for short.
Yeah, a guy named Patrick Mulloy came up with it. He introduced DEMA in the Technical Analysis of Stocks and Commodities magazine, and his goal was actually really simple. He wanted to create a moving average that would hug the price much closer and react to trend changes way faster, but without adding a bunch of extra noise. So what exactly is DEMA? You can think of it as a sort of supercharged moving average. It uses this really clever mathematical trick to dramatically cut down on the lag that you see in the old SMAs and EMAs. And that makes it way more sensitive to what the price is doing right now. Now, you definitely don't need to be a math whiz to use DEMA, but the idea behind it is pretty cool. It basically takes a normal EMA, and then it creates another EMA of that first EMA. Then it uses a special formula to kind of subtract out the extra lag from that second smoothing process. And what you're left with is a moving average that keeps up with the price action much, much better.
And when you see it all laid out like this in a table, it just clicks. You can see the evolution perfectly. We went from the slow, lumbering SMA to the better, more moderate EMA, and now to the much faster DEMA. For traders who need to react to those quick twists and turns in the market, it's pretty obvious why DEMA is the tool of choice. It was literally designed for speed.
Okay, so we've established that DEMA is faster. Great, but how do we actually use it to make trading decisions? Let's get practical now and look at how to read the signals it's giving us.
Traders mostly use DEMA in three main ways. First, just to get a quick read on the overall trend direction. Second, to spot potential changes in the trend using something called crossovers. And third, to find these moving levels of support and resistance on the chart.
All right, the most basic use is just simple trend analysis. If the price is consistently staying above a DEMA line that's pointing upwards, you're in a bullish uptrend. On the flip side, if the price is stuck below a DEMA that's pointing downwards, that suggests a bearish downtrend. It's a really fast and effective way to just gauge which way the market is leaning. Now, a more advanced signal is what's known as the DEMA crossover. This is where you use two DEMAs on your chart, a shorter-term one, like a 20-period, and a longer-term one, like a 50-period. When that faster 20-period DEMA crosses above the slower 50-period DEMA, that's often seen as a bullish signal. It's suggesting that the momentum is starting to shift to the upside.
And here's the crucial point, the real advantage. Because DEMA has so much less lag, these crossover signals show up much, much earlier than they would if you were using standard EMAs or SMAs. And that head start could be the difference between catching a 5% move versus just a 2% move.
DEMA can also act as this sort of moving level of support or resistance. So, in a strong uptrend, you'll often see the price pull back and literally bounce right off the DEMA line, which acts like a dynamic floor. And in a downtrend, it can act as a ceiling, where price rallies tend to run out of steam and turn back down.
And this leads us to one of the most powerful signals you can get, the breakout. when a price that was trapped underneath the DEMA finally decisively breaks and closes above it, well, that can signal a major trend reversal. That resistance ceiling has just been shattered.
So, with all this speed and all this responsiveness, you might be thinking, is DEMA the perfect indicator for everyone? Well, not exactly. Its biggest strengths are really best suited for certain types of traders and certain market conditions.
DEMA really truly shines for short-term traders. We're talking day traders and swing traders. Its sensitivity is a massive advantage when markets are moving fast and are volatile. But for a long-term investor, that exact same sensitivity might just look like a bunch of noise. They might prefer a much slower SMA to confirm those major multi-month or even multi-year trends.
And let's be clear, DEMA isn't perfect. That high sensitivity can totally backfire in a choppy, sideways market, giving you a lot of false signals. And remember, while it reduces lag, it doesn't completely eliminate it. This can sometimes lead to what traders call whipsaws, where you get a buy signal, then immediately a sell signal, which can really chop up your account.
Which brings us to probably the most important rule in all of technical analysis. You should never, ever use an indicator all by itself. DEMA is an incredibly powerful tool because of its speed, but its signals become so much more reliable when you confirm them with other tools, things like volume or chart patterns or another oscillator like the RSI.
And so, we end right back where we started. DEMA was created to solve one specific problem: lag. It offers a faster signal to help traders react more quickly. It's a powerful evolution of the moving average, for sure. But just like any tool, how effective it is really depends on the person who's using it. So the final question is really one for you to think about. How could a faster signal change the way you see and trade the markets?